Heavy Bag Boxing TV.
Y'all make sure you go sub to my man Heavy Bag Boxing, man.
Get your dumb ass in, hit this bag.
The Heavy Bag Boxing TV.
Y'all just go ahead and subscribe to Heavy Bag Boxing TV because he be lit on his channel.
And Heavy Bag Boxing.
Heavy Bag Boxing TV.
Yo, shout out to Heavy Bag Boxing TV.
Heavy Bag Boxing TV.
Heavy Bag Boxing TV.
I don't like it, y'all. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like the way Demetrius Andrade sound right now. No, I don't like it. And, you know, going into the biggest fight of your career, you got to sound confident, boss. I got some audio I want y'all to listen to, and I want y'all to be honest and tell me what you think in the comment section. But we got to talk about this. What up, YouTube? Big T.O. Heavy Bad Boxing TV. Man, get your big goofy ass in here and hit the bag. Hit that like button for your boy. That helps the channel. You know, I appreciate that love. Shout out my gang, D1, Merc 1, ML21, Skinny, JT, Black Jesus. My guy, Troy Jack. Key1, Rubber Life, Monty King, Letitia, YK World. My guy, Tyree Celestine. Yeah, man, I don't like it, man. No. Man, listen, it almost feels like Demetrius Andrade is trying to make a built-in excuse. You know what I'm saying? Like, why even mention that, bro? Now, I ain't gonna front. I feel like it holds a little bit water. And I said the same thing to myself. This is the truth. I said the same thing to myself when they actually announced this fight. When I found out Demetrius Andrade was fighting Benavidez next, I asked myself the same exact question. But I never thought that he would say it out loud because of how it could sound and how it could make him look. And now there's question marks beside Demetrius Andrade and the confidence level going into this fight. Now, I want you guys to give this a listen real quick.
Possibly my plan was to try to do it by the first quarter of next year so I can get at least another fight at 168. I only had one fight at 168 to get a little bit of rust off. But now I'm fighting the best guy in the world at 168 pounds.
Wow. And shout out Fight Hype for the audio. I'm going to play that for y'all again, too. And remember, again, I said the same thing. Demetrius Andrade only had one outing at 168 since moving up, and that was on the Tank Davis Hector Garcia undercard, where he fought a DMV fighter by the name of Damon Nicholson. And I thought, man, you know, first fight at 68, I didn't think he looked that great, even though I thought he won the fight convincingly. I didn't necessarily see where the power of Demetrius Andrade translated from 60 to 68. I actually thought that was a knockdown. Demetrius Andrade suffered at the hands of Damon, even though he got a knockdown for himself. You know, again, not the best outing. And then in my head, I was like, okay, if he can get another fight at 68 before the calendar year's over with, then I think he'll be more prepared for anything else that they throw at him at 68. When I initially heard that they had made this Benavidez and Andrade fight, I was like, oh, snap. You know, he hasn't had another fight at 68. He's only got the one under his belt. So that concerned me a little bit. And I want you guys to give it a listen again real quick. Listen to what he has to say.
Possibly my plan was to try to do it by the first quarter of next year so I can get at least another fight at 168. I only had one fight at 168 to get a little bit of rust off. But now I'm fighting the best guy in the world at 168 pounds.
Right? So, according to him, he obviously feels Benavidez is the best fighter in the world, right? Not only at just 168, but in the world. And if you also listen, he said he had that one fight at 68, not necessarily to get acclimated to, but to knock the rust off because he had been out of the ring for a minute. I think before then, his last fight was Quigley, and he did Quigley kind of fast. So he knocks the rust off versus Damon Nicholson on that Tank Davis undercard. And now maybe another 68 fight gets him a little bit more acclimated to 68. Maybe gets him to fill out a little bit more, gets him a little bit comfortable. But no, they go ahead and they announce this David Benavidez fight. And according to Demetrius Andrade, my next fight, I'm fighting arguably the best fighter in the world, most definitely in my opinion, at 168 in the David Benavidez. And real quick, I want to ask y'all again in the comment section, who's your favorite fighter to watch? Not who's your favorite fighter, period, or your favorite fighter of all time, or who you think is the best fighter right now, or top of your pound for pound list. I'm asking you, who is the fighter that you enjoy to watch right now, right? It's just, he's your favorite to watch. You know what I mean? You believe he makes fights just extremely exciting. And for me, I do believe it's David Benavidez. For me, anyway. I'm just speaking for myself. I'm not saying David Benavidez is the most exciting fighter to watch out there in the world. I'm saying personally for me, that's who right now I enjoy watching the most. Why? Because the skill set, I believe, is crazy. Now, you can poke holes in all of his defense and being flat-footed, and it's a host of other things. But what's more intriguing is, or what's intriguing for me is, he's got a daddy bod. He's got a dad bod, just like Tyson Fury. You know what I mean? These guys don't look it to be world-class athletes, but yet once you get them in the ring, the skill set is crazy. And the motors, like if you ever look at Tyson Fury, you don't really see him fade. Now, as far as the heavyweights go, if you look at David Benavidez, you don't really see him fade. These guys have motors. They don't look like athletes, but they got crazy motors. And that's intriguing for me. And to actually see that from David Benavidez past the 7th, 8th round in every fight is remarkable to me. And he continuously let his hands fly. So that's an extremely exciting and fun to watch style for me. Even though I tell you guys all the time, I'm a huge fan of the sweet science. For sure, I love a good chess match. But for me, David Benavidez is just remarkable to watch. You know what I mean? Determined to keep coming and just throwing up 1,000 shots around to be that big at 68. But for Demetrius Andrade, it just, the way he sounds in that soundbite, the way he sounds in that interview, it doesn't really sound confident. It doesn't sound like the kind of confidence that he needs going into the biggest fight of his career. Everything he's done has been to get to this point right now. And that's to be on pay-per-view versus whom he feels is the best fighter in the world. So, again, it almost feels like a built-in excuse. So if I don't look good or I happen to lose to David Benavidez, man, I only had one fight at 68. I didn't get the opportunity to get a second fight, a good tune-up for this fight, coming off another decent little layoff since January. That's just the way that it sounds. You know what I mean? And I think also with Demetrius Andrade, he feels like he's being kind of tossed to the wolves, but this is what you asked for, right? You can't ask for this, leave Eddie Hearn and Matchroom, do business with PBC looking for the big fights, and when they give you one, look for an excuse to make. It don't work that way. You got to be prepared, you know what I mean? But that's extremely interesting, man. I definitely want to know you guys' thoughts. Make sure you definitely put in the comment section, who do you enjoy to watch the most right now, man? Who do you just believe is just extremely fun to watch? And does it sound like Demetrius Andrade making a built-in excuse? It kind of does to me. That's all I got for y'all on this one, man. Big T.O. Heavy Bag. I'm out of here. Talk to him, Roger.
Most motherfuckers don't know shit about boxing.